Hi, I'm Martin.
Hi, I'm Jenny.
Hi, I'm Oli.
And today we're talking about flirting.
Am I? I don't know yet.
Do you think many people consider themselves like expert flirters?
God, I hope not.
Or have you ever met anyone you felt was a great flirter, or a friend you think you've seen being quite suave?
I think there's a lot of people who think they're really good, but they're not actually that good. Is that mean to say?
Generally, if you know that they're flirting, then they're probably not flirting well. Cause
Yeah.
a good flirt is subtle.
Yeah, I think for me, sometimes I've been approached and they're like too confident, and it's like great being confident, like fantastic, good for you, but then it gets to a point where it's just like too much, and then they just kind of become a little bit cocky. For some people, like that might be, they might really like that, but then like for me, it's more about, you know, I'd much rather it be like a personal thing, like just talk to me normally and like get to know me. So I don't know. Yeah. No, I think be confident, definitely, because obviously that's like, you know, confidence is attractive, but there's a limit. I think it depends on the person. I think
Yes, it's definitely a very individual thing, because all relationshipy stuff is.
Yeah, and everyone likes different traits from everyone. So like if someone was talking to me and was being really funny and making me laugh, I find that much more attractive.
One example is like cheesy chat-up lines and stuff like that. Do people appreciate them? What's your general feeling on them?
I think if someone came to me and did like a really like cheesy chat-up line, but they kind of said it in a very ironic and humorous way, I'd just laugh at them and make a joke back. And I think that would be quite a fun like start to a conversation. But if they're genuinely saying it, I'm a little bit concerned for them. I don't know, I've not had that many cheesy chat-up lines, to be perfectly honest.
And I don't know many.
So as well as things like sort of more light stuff like cheesy chat-up lines as well, there can be examples of stuff where people do seem to push the bar maybe a little bit too far, and will send like inappropriate pictures and stuff to other people. And I guess there might be other ways that you could try and be perhaps more charming. Like,
Sophisticated.
Ooh.
Guys on the whole, I think, there's a kind of motivation to want to feel like quite suave, I think. Like, even if in reality we're quite clumsy or a bit awkward sometimes.
So horrible. Personally, because I'm also like that.
So some people find it quite hard to flirt because they're quite shy. Like, I don't know if anyone's experienced anything like that or knows what they'd say to someone like that.
Definitely. I mean, I'm much more confident these days. It's taken me a lot of time and effort to grow my confidence just generally in life, but I used to be incredibly shy and lacking in confidence, still kind of lacking in confidence.
I don't get it, like I'm quite a shy individual when I'm not on camera talking about stuff, so I'd say I find it hard to flirt, but again, I know kind of my type and they're kind of similar to me, so I guess they appreciate my kind of awkward flirting.
As well, I have tried to use it in the past. I'm very much...
It's your angle.
Yeah, I'm very much a person who kind of defensive humour. That's what I do. And so if I'm feeling a bit like nervous or awkward, I'll often turn that into a joke somehow, or like make a stupid comment or like pull a silly face. And that's just me being me. You know, they need to embrace who I am, and I'm weird, so...
Yeah. So it's sort of got something to do with being yourself.
Definitely, definitely.
If someone is really shy, what would you recommend to them as a way of like saying hello or approaching someone they were interested in?
Social media is a good one. If you see a post on Facebook that they've made or Twitter or whatever it might be, and you kind of have something that you'd like to say on that, you could comment it. Or if you wanted to go one step further, you shoot them a private message, and be like, hey, I just saw your status, like that's really cool. Congrats on congrats on the new job, or whatever it is. Because then you've opened up a direct conversation with them, and it's not just a hey. Don't just message people saying hey.
That's hard to reply to.
So on that thing of kind of conversation starters then, what kind of things would you look for to start a conversation?
Something that they're obviously interested in, like if they post on Twitter about a song that they're really enjoying listening to at the time or something.
You can be like, hey, I also like that song.
Yeah.
If you do.
Looking back on someone's, Facebook or Instagram or whatever to learn more about them is totally fine. It's not stalking them. Complimenting them, but not in a weird way. Don't just be like, oh, you got a great bum.
Yeah.
Is that something people say?
They might do. I think respect the personality. Listen to them, respect the personality, and don't push past the boundaries that you think they'd
Definitely.
Yeah.
Show an interest in them as a person, not just the way they look.
And that could be a way to start something quite special.
Yeah.
But, on the other hand as well, let's say that it doesn't go that way either.
If they kind of express quite clearly that they're not interested or in that way or whatever it might be, they might just be like, no, I just really like you as a friend. I value you as a friend. Let's say that. Then don't push it. Yeah, don't push it. Just I know it might be really difficult and it might really upset you, but you can't force someone to be into you if they're not. And you don't want to be in a relationship like that. Would you really want to be with someone who doesn't actually love you? No one wants that.
Are there any sort of signs in people's behaviour that might tell you that they're interested?
The whole playing with the hair thing, I've heard that's a thing.
As well as obviously, things that we've mentioned before, like showing an interest, continuing conversation and stuff. Physical body language can say a lot as well. If they, it might be just they touch your arm or whatever. That can say a lot, I think. So one thing that I might do if I'm interested in someone is I sometimes I won't, necessarily touch them with my hand, because sometimes that can be a bit, not obvious, but you know what I mean, it's a bit ugh. But I'll just kind of instead I'll just kind of nudge them with my shoulder in a playful way. It's they'll say something funny, I'll be like,
which is
you're
kind
silly.
of like your personality, so it's
Yeah, exactly.
It's all individual. And also if you're even if it's you might have met someone online and it's not a physical relationship, if they're liking your photos and stuff, well, that's just interaction between you is a good starting point.
It can be really difficult to tell, and I don't think you can ever be 100% sure that someone is definitely flirting with you, because I've had people interacting with me in a way that I thought was flirting, and I was like, oh my God, he's flirting with me, whoa. And then it turned out that they're just a very touchy-feely person generally, and that's how they act with, basically everyone. That's how they act with their friends.
But that's fine.
But that's fine.
Because
I
that's
moved
them.
on.
Yeah.
There's someone else out there for you who really truly likes you for who you are, and that's what you want, definitely.
So thanks for being with us again today, guys.
Thank you so much for having us. It was really fun.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.